The blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want my money in hundreds.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Eagles going up against the Chiefs. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's forced out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 108 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Wentz going to give this one to Blount, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And there are the numbers a week ago for LeGarrette Blount. 22 carries, 77 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Wentz escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. They get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it. They demand it. And they get them.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 18 carries, 85 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Back to throw, Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll run again with Blount. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, Hill. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Again, here's Blount. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Blount. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. It's hauled in by... Torrey Smith. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first throw for the backup Foles. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll... this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Foles. And Blount has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And they... only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Smith on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blount. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A very solid gain of 27. Alshon Jeffery so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Foles. Ertz has it left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Foles. Screen pass to Blount. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll look to throw. A dump off to Sproles. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, Garrett Blount, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. For Blount, a career-high 18 rushing touchdowns for the Patriots in 2016. Now he's got his first to start the new campaign with his new club. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2, Smith. He finds Coates complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Jeffery's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. Jeffery reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Chiefs are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Eagles didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Eagles take over late in the second. Blount's going to take off here. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. Still a little time left on the clock. Eagles trail now by 1. Smith's on point with the throw, but a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. Still late in the first half, the Chiefs go up by 8. Foles on target here, and he'll end up at their own 40-yard line before being tackled. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down now, Hill. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action. It's Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Hill. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Blount. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Over the middle, here to Coates. Coates off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Coates, 95 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Foles. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rameek Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Foles. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Foles. And this is incomplete. Jeffery, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
All right, here we go. Back in up, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Philly, here we go. 90.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Sproles spins away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll begin here with Blount. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. Don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now, Hill, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Hill, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Hill, and not much running room. Down to the 32. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. They'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a game effort, but they do indeed fall to defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.